City News is your local election headquarters. Vice President Kamala Harris has passed the necessary delegate threshold to become her party's nominee. Yesterday, we told you she had more than 500 pledged to her after President Biden released them. Both North and South Carolina pledged early.
So far, she's received more than 2,200 of the nearly 2,000 required. Organizations like the Associated Press are holding off on calling her the presumptive nominee, as delegates can still freely vote for the candidate of their choosing. The Democratic National Convention is scheduled for August 19th through the 22nd in Chicago.
As she continues to build momentum, Vice President Kamala Harris will be campaigning in Milwaukee today.
And former President Donald Trump's camp is scrambling, trying to change strategy to attack the VP. Propaganda and misinformation are also a concern right now, as there are claims the deadline has passed to remove President Biden's name from the ballot in key swing states.
Groups like the Heritage Foundation have pushed information about Democrats and legal issues. They claim deadlines for changing ballots has come and gone in states like Georgia, Nevada, and Wisconsin.
However, no state requires parties to name their nominees before their conventions. Here in North Carolina, the party has up until 75 days prior to November 5th to submit their nominee's name.
We started the primary process in March, and you go through April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. You're that far out, so things can happen. So these things are built into our general statutes.
Our partners at The Hill report that the DNC plans to hold a virtual roll call on August the 7th. That'll be 12 days prior to the party's convention. Each candidate must have at least 300 delegates' signatures to qualify for that virtual vote.
Leaders of Democratic and Republican parties in North Carolina are publicly addressing the historic shakeup on the ballot. Despite the change in nominee, both parties' leaders say they still believe North Carolina will remain competitive.
I feel like our party has united more in the last 24 hours. I mean, you've seen it from the grassroots fundraising record numbers, right, that we've seen come in from the state parties to the campaign itself.
We're going to see now what comes forward with the Democrat Party. They're in complete disarray. They're scrambling to figure out who their candidate, their standard bearer is going to be.
Now, they also feel that many of the core issues are the same now as they were when President Biden was still in the race.